Why do some people need to have sex and others do not? Shot in the dark, but I'm going to go with, not all humans are the same. I've known people that had the urge, so strongly they made insane sacrifices and took unthinkable risks. I don't believe it's all libido. I would say it's a split between libido and psychological conditioning. I am uncertain though as to what the split would be. Some have more sexual drive, some have less, more or less. Nobody needs to have sex. The levels of desire for sex differ wildly. It might be useful to separate the pleasure part from reproduction. In order to propagate your genes, you need sex or to help someone closely related to you. Regarding pleasure, most people can figure it out with masturbation. It's a dopamine chase. If you can find greater reward elsewhere, no sex required. When people say they need sex, it's an exaggeration. If they claim they literally couldn't survive without it, they are lying. For me personally, an orgasm a day kept the depression away, and I don't have to take meds that make me unhappy in other ways. I have ADHD, and scientifically speaking, I suspect that the hit of dopamine is what I need to make my day happy. I can absolutely go without, but I very much prefer once a day or twice if I can, because it makes my day so much better. I can handle my own needs if I need to. They make tons of products just for this, and you can get them very privately if you have concerns. I also enjoy the physical contact of another human. Life is crazy and lonely, and it's nice to know you're not alone sometimes. I have been known to keep the same friend with benefits for years, so I knew I would have my free and unworried access to the big O in times when life was too busy for a mess situation. It's a nice natural way to get the dopamine hit my brain craves. Much better than a drug habit or a shopping spending habit where so many more crazy dopamine chasing habits. My body was made to do it. Why shouldn't I use what natural has made available to me? No one has ever died from not having sex. Hormones regulate your libido. As you age, your hormone levels begin to fall, which can affect the desire to have sex. Cortisol, the stress hormone, also negatively affects a person's libido. Sex is not a need, it's a way to fulfill a need. Use sex to fulfill the need of affection and humans contact. Honestly, I feel that people who need sex to keep going, it's a band-aid. There's something deeper that they are trying to fulfill. A need for connection, love, validation, vulnerability, safety, control, and hormone release. Some value it more than others. Some require it as a validation metric. Plays into the uniqueness of humans, I guess. Tried it. Was nice, but kind of exhausting both physically and especially mentally. There are physical needs that we require to stay alive, and emotional needs we require to be mentally well. I feel like I need sex to feel loved. Do humans need to feel loved? I guess that's debatable. Belonging, validation, and emotional intimacy feel like emotional needs to me, and for whatever reason those are mostly met through sex. Again, for me, some people can have those needs met in other ways. Some people need it because someone has told them that, and they believed it like sheep. No one needs sex. It's an urge. We can control our behavior. They don't. Some people want sex and others don't. And some people, asexuals, don't experience sexual attraction to people. Sex is a want, not a need. Though the feeling of loneliness can be devastating and lead to depression, so I would argue at least being around other people is a need.